Peace up, dudes and dudettes. How's it going? It is your boy, Spooky Noodles, and I am here with a book review. Yes, this is gotta be a record for me because I finished this book in let's see, I started this on the 19th. It's the 23rd, so I finished this in 4 freaking days, and this book captivated me. And today I read 88 pages, which is almost half of the book in one day. So I know that probably you guys do that all the time, but I don't. I read maybe 20 pages a day. You have to understand that me reading 88 pages in one book is lunacy. I haven't done that since Fear by Ronald Kelly. And before that, probably Richard Lehman's The Traveling Vampire Show. But I read a lot, and the day's not even over, so I can still start a new book. But I don't know if I want it because I'm still digesting what I just read, and what I just read was Graham Masterton's The Djinn. Ooh. So let me read the back for you guys, then I will read my Goodreads review, then I will talk about the book a little bit. So let's start with the back. It had traveled from the desert to the turret of an old house on Cape Cod. By the way, turret, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I'm just rolling with it. A beautiful old jar emanating unspeakable evil. Reeves wanted to keep it sealed. It was within what one. It was what. Ugh. I'm just so excited I can't read. Reeves wanted it kept sealed. What was within wanted it out, and it was stronger. Released, the Djinn's secret power begins to devastate the quiet community, threatening to spread and engulf everything in its path. That's when Harry Erskine, or Erskine, I'm not really sure, gets involved. Only he may be able to put the demon back in its bottle. Yeah. Anyways, that synopsis does not do this story any justice whatsoever. I wish someone actually read the book. I don't know if Graham Masterton wrote that synopsis or not, but someone didn't do this book justice because this book is much more than what that says. So basically the whole book leads up to the genie in the jar opening. This makes it sound like you're gonna get the jar open from the get-go, and there's gonna be this genie monster causing havoc throughout the whole town, and that's just not true. But it's still a very good book. It's the way it ends, it blew me away, and that has a double meaning. So if you finish this book, you will know what I'm talking about. But let me read my Goodreads review, and then we will talk more about the book. So this is my review. This is how I started it off. Wow, where to begin? Well, let's start off with the fact Erskine, or Erskine, is a character. At times he made me laugh even when the situation in this book was tense. I love the characters and the story, and the twists were magnificent. I can't decide if I like this book more than The Manitou or not, but I must say I will continue reading Graham Masterton, that is for sure. Overall, 5-star book. Yes, this is, to me, a 5-star book. Graham Masterton did a fabulous job, and I just love Harry Erskine. I need someone to correct me. But yeah, it's just fabulous. It's just a great book. You have characters, Harry Erskine or Erskine. I'm gonna say Erskine. It could be Erskine because INE, but I'm gonna go with Erskine. So Harry Erskine. Then you have Qualt, I think his name is, Professor Qualt. And then you had Anna, Miss Johnson. You had Majori, I think her name is. Madame Majori or whatever. and then you had her husband, Max Greaves. So, obviously, my favorite character was Harriet Erskine. Then, after that is Professor Qualt, then Anna, then just go down the grapevine, Max Greaves, Miss Johnson, Majori, you know, the Djinn, which, by the way, the Djinn, woo, blew me away, like I said. So, yeah, this book was magnificent, just awesome, awesome. I couldn't recommend this book enough. I don't know what I rated the Manitou, but all I have is good memories of the Manitou. And I looked back on my review and it didn't seem like I cared for it that much. Like, it seemed like I had mixed reviews on the book, and all I have is fond memories of that book. So I don't know what I was thinking at the time I did my first review of a Graham Masterton book, but the Harry Erskine is just a wonderful character to follow. He's funny. His personality is just wonderful. I loved following him, and it made me want to read the sequel to the Manitou, which is Revenge of the Manitou. And I hope Harry Erskine is in it, because I'm gonna be reading it just for him, because that character was amazing. And if I remember, the witch doctor in the Manitou was pretty cool too. I can't, or not witch doctor, but something. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah. But this book, in a sense, I said how much the Manitou was Lovecraftian feeling, because like this being came out and it was like ineffable. It was like unfathomable and all these things, and it created all. It just felt Lovecraftian. This book, it's not as Lovecraftian as the Manitou. By far, it's not. It's more folkloric. But it had like a Lovecraft feel near the end when the genie, spoiler. No, yeah, it's kind of a spoiler. When the genie or the Djinn reveals himself, he comes out in multiple forms because he's called the 40 Thieves. The genie or the Djinn of 40 Thieves or something like that. And he has like 40 forms. And as he's like morphing into these different forms, it's like you seeing these impossible imagery. So it's really, really cool. The way he tries to describe the indescribable. There was one point where he was saying there was like mandibles, and then there was like a glob of black, like a leech, and it had like pale eyes, pale dead eyes or something like that. I can't remember. But this book was amazing, guys. I enjoyed this book a lot. I don't know if I like this more than the Manitou. But I look back at my review of the Manitou, and I think I gave it 3 or 4 stars, which is crazy because from what I remember, the Manitou was a 5-star book. But I'm giving the Djinn a solid 5 stars. I don't know if that means it's better than the Manitou or not. I'm not sure. But definitely a book I highly recommend, especially if you like the Manitou, since it has the same character in it, which is Harriet Erskine. Highly recommend this book. If you like Graham Masterton and you haven't read this book, well, what are you waiting for? Read this dang book. This is, I believe, his second book he's ever written. He wrote the Manitou in, I want to say 75, and then this book came the year after, in 76, or it was the opposite, or not the opposite, but just bump up the years one. But this came after the Manitou, and this one follows the same main character, Harry Erskine, and it's written in the first person, by the way, which I absolutely adore when that happens. Like the Traveling Vampire Show was written in first person, and I adored that. I adore a lot of things that are written in first person, so that's why I think I'm gonna like Neverland by Douglas Clegg. But we're talking about the Djinn here, and there's not much more I can say about it. I adored this book, and it made me want to go out and read more Graham Masterton. So, spoiler alert for my book mail, some Graham Masterton is going to be coming in the mail soon. So you're going to see book mail videos with Graham Masterton books in them. I have a few books that are currently in Illinois, so, and one book in Ohio, and then I have some books that don't even have tracking numbers, and I bought them like a few days ago, so who knows how far they are. But, I have a few books, and there's one big book I want by Graham Masterton, but it's a pricey book, and I just don't have the money right now. In fact, I have to pay for this one book that I'm buying. The guy's being nice and shipping it to me, even though I haven't paid him yet. But yeah. But I'm also selling some books online. If you're part of the Books of Horror Sell and Buy, or whatever it's called, or All Frightening Things and Sci-Fi and blah blah blah, there's like a few of these selling Facebook sites that I'm on, and I'm selling like Carry On Comfort by Dan Simmons, selling like Resurrects It, which I don't remember who that's by, like Lee Clark or something like that. I forget who it's by, something like that. Lisa Clark maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. But there's some there's some John Ferris books, and yeah. But this is the Djinn by Graham Masterton, and as soon as I get the money, I'm going to buy this big time book by Graham Masterton, and I'm hoping that's going to be my next read. That book that I'm talking about won him an award, and I really want to read it. But Graham Masterton's writing is just fabulous, dude. It's just great, and it was easy to follow. The characters were great. There's only one time where I got confused, and maybe it's because I didn't bother to look up a word that I didn't understand, and then the translation just kind of faltered on me, and I didn't know what was going on. It only happened once, and it was like they escaped the house, and then they said that they had to go back into the house to go to the jar, but I thought the jar was in a little shack that was a little ways away from the house. So that's what got me confused. But it turns out the jar was in the house. It was just sealed up in a room or something like that. And I just got confused because I didn't know what a word was. And the word I think that tripped me up is turret, because I've never heard or said that word before, so I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But I think that's where the confusion came for me. But other than that, this book was easy to follow. The characters were fabulous. I thought there might be a connection between Harry Erskine and Anna for a second there, but as you know, you can't have a Harry Erskine book and have him actually get the girl. So, fabulous book. I give it 5 stars, and yeah, that has been my review of Graham Masterton's The Djinn. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the review. This is a good review for me because I think I thoroughly went through everything. I went and talked about the book, my review, and then I gave you more information. And I can't tell you how good Masterton is. He's amazing. This is my second book by him, and I promise to read more because he is just, like, there's only a few authors that really connect with me, and I just enjoy their writing. And Graham Masterton is one of them. I haven't tried another Clive Barker book yet, but Hellbound Heart I really liked the way that was written, and it just flowed very easy for me. So I imagine more Clive Barker books would do that, but I'm not sure yet. I was told that Hellbound Heart is like on the more difficult side of Clive Barker reads, and it's written differently than his other stuff, I've heard. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna like his other stuff as much as I did the Hellbound Heart. But like authors like Ronald Kelly have done it for me. Steve Vance had one book, and I haven't read his other books, but Steve Vance's writing, I adored it. He has one of my favorite werewolf books of all time, which was can't remember the name of the book right now. But I'm just trying to say that basically there's only been a few authors where I've read 1 or 2 of their books and their writing just speaks to me. So I've read 2 books by Ronald Kelly, which is Mr. Glowbones and Other Terrifying Tales, and Fear, my favorite book of all time, which might have a competitor now because the Djinn was really good, and Grant Masterton is slowly becoming a favorite of mine. He actually is a favorite of mine now, because honestly, like I said, there's only been a few authors that really have spoke to me, like Ronald Kelly is being one. Kathy Koja's writing was amazing, and I don't know why I can't get into her book right now, but I'm definitely going to pick that up probably soon. I finished this book, and I either am going to go to Bad Brains or I'm going to go with the Cassandra Claw series, which is Hammers on Bone and A Song for Quiet. Both books 100 pages long, so it should be a fast read. Whereas Kathy Koja, I still have like 100 or 200 pages left. So yeah. But I picked this up because it was a short Grant Masterton book, and I didn't even know Harry Erskine was in it. I didn't know who he was. I totally forgot that he's the main character for the Manitou. So I enjoyed this a lot. Like I said before, this has been my review of Grant Masterton. Grant Masterton's book, The Djinn. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. This is where I say goodbye. And I'm sorry to say goodbye. There will be more videos up in the future. I'm going to be doing a reading vlog after this. I haven't really written anything today, so I don't think a writing vlog is going to be coming up. But I did do a lot of writing yesterday. And I think I already posted a writing vlog for yesterday, so you're probably not going to see a writing vlog. But a reading vlog is sure to come because I'm going to talk about the next book I'm going to read. I don't know which one it is right now, so I can't tell you. But it's either going to be Bad Brains by Kathy Koja or Hammers on Bone by Cassandra Claw. I even may throw in a short story collection or an anthology. I'm not sure. It just depends on what book I get into first. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you have a spooky night. Talk to you guys in the next video, guys. Peace, dude. Peace.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of